Hello, everybody. Thank y'all for joining me today. This is Live with Myron J. This is one of my first events of many that I plan to do. One of the reasons I want to do events such as Live with Myron J because I want to highlight different people in their profession, in their business, whether you're a life coach, a therapist, a brand specialist, a strategist, whatever you may be. That's why I wanted to do Myron J Live or Live Myron J. I'm sorry. So my first guest that I have coming up, I've been knowing this guy for years. We used to play football together back in high school, and we've done a lot of business together as well with being a football coach. He ran for alderman, and I ran for mayor in 2017. So I'm very happy to have my first guest of Live Myra J from Canton, Mississippi, exit 119. Y'all give it up for my brother, Mr. Roberto Williams. Roberto, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. It's funny that you mentioned that football stuff, man. I remember those days of getting beat up on the football field.
Hey, we have a lot of stories, man, that nobody can understand. We have a lot of stories that we can go on about.
I'm about to tell you something. You remember that time y'all picked Coach Kyle up and moved it to another spot?
Hey, I was an innocent bystander, man. I was an innocent bystander. So I had nothing to do with that, but we had some great times, man. It was definitely fun, man. And some memories never get old. Like every time you tell it, you start to laugh at it or laugh about it. So, man, we had some great time. We can't tell everything on live, but we'll do that, one-on-one.
I had to let that one slip.
We'll do that one-on-one at the barbershop, man. But for real, though, thank you so much for being a part of my show, man. Live with Myron J. You are my first guest with Live with Myron J. And
man, I appreciate it, man.
Oh, most definitely, man. Being from Canton, Mississippi, exit 119, is definitely a pleasure for me. My first virtual event was back in November. Someone gave me an opportunity, gave me a chance to do my first virtual event. So what I want to do is pay it forward to someone else. And who better to do it than someone from your hometown, someone that you grew up with and have been knowing for years. So thanks so much for being a part of my show, man. Tell everybody about yourself, man. Let's get into it.
Well, I'm Roberto Williams from Canton, Mississippi. Graduated from Canton High School. Life coach, owner, business owner, barber for 16 years. About to be 17. Married of 8 in May. So, man, I'm just blessed to be here. I'm proud of you, man. I mean, I love the fact that you're out here doing your thing the way you are, man, and I appreciate you bringing me on.
Most definitely, man. I appreciate you. So you said you've been married. Yeah, I got a host of kids. So how long have you?
The gang up now.
Hey, don't say the wrong thing now. Your wife watching, the family watching. I know she know the food. How long y'all been married, man? Tell me how married life been for you guys.
Well, man, we'll be married 8 years in May, and it's like every marriage, they have their challenges, and like I said, man, we go every day with communication and stuff like that. So I love her to death, man.
So when you guys first met years ago, like what made you say, "Hey, she's the one. This is going to be my wife"?
Well, yeah, I feel you. I'm gonna tell the truth now. I got to. Like men, they look for intricate details when it comes down to the finding the one, and she displayed it to me. And I mean, even though I don't think she was just trying to do it, it naturally came out, and I really appreciated the way she just showed that love. And we were together 8 months, man, before I proposed. So okay. I knew then.
So you will agree that
you're a little chopped up, Myron. Your screen frozen.
I'm sorry, we had one off for a second. Well, they don't want us to do nothing around here, man. I tell you, man. Now I got to repeat what I said. But no, what I was stating was, so you said 8 months, right? So, so it's safe to say that sometimes the whole time frame doesn't really matter. It's all about what you feel on the inside. It's all about knowing if she's the one. Because with my life coaching and when I go live on TikTok or post my videos, I tell you people, if you feel like it's right and feel like this person's the right one for you, because it don't take long to get to nobody, get to know. And a man knows when a woman is the one. He knows when she's not the one. And so it's up to us to take lead and do what we need to do from there as a man. And if that could be a committed relationship, proposing, or marriage, we should all be aware of what we want and know what we want in that same. So for some of the people that's out there that want to get married, right? Thinking about getting married, that is married, what kind of advice would you give them as a married man yourself? What kind of advice you can give them for longevity and to keep things going?
Pretty much know what you want, communicate, and I think you'll be fine with that. Because if you meet at common ground, then I know we all going to have differences. You're not going to be the perfect boyfriend or wife. I mean, a husband or a wife or girlfriend or whatever. And I mean, like I say, if you meet at common ground, I think you'll be fine with that, because you're going to disagree sometimes. It's not going to be all roses and stuff. So like you said, man, if you communicate and you guys be able to understand and compromise with each other, you'll be fine.
Right. So what about like keeping God and you guys' marriage, keep God first? Do y'all, just you guys believe?
Exactly. That's most definitely. You have to keep God first. Praying together stays together.
I know that's right. And with that, you say y'all have what, 8 kids?
No, not 8. I told you, don't give me 8 now.
How many kids are you right now?
We have 6 kids, 6 beautiful kids, man.
And then you guys have a blended family, right?
Blended family, right.
So how has that? I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, before marriage, she had 2 kids and I had 3.
Okay.
And we have our 7-year-old son.
Okay.
In marriage.
Okay. So being in a blended family and taking on that responsibility as everyone's father, especially the kids that's not yours, how big is that for you to be a mentor and to be a role model in your kids' life and being a father?
Well, that means a lot, man. And like I say, I'm not here to say that I'm super dad, because I'm not. And I've never proclaimed to be. So either way, it's just about having that relationship with them to let them know that you care about them. If it's just a small conversation, just to say, hey, because like I say, you'll never be the perfect father, but you're gonna do what you can do to get an understanding with your child.
Right. And with that,
because all of them are different.
Right. So you got a lot of different personalities to deal with as well.
Yes,
indeed. So you guys gotta, as a team, y'all have to balance that out and make sure you guys cater to each child. So how important it is to work together with your wife to like make sure the family is good and have a strong foundation.
Yeah, sometimes she has to play the bad cop, and sometimes I do too. So it's times when I be a little too stern, and then I have this sometimes when I be a little too lenient. And I do. I mean, we like I said, we will not have discussions about the kids in front of the kids. We sit when we get in bed, we have those conversations, and if we disagree with something, we try to meet. We try to meet a common ground about it. So, like I said, all the kids are different. So, it's times where you feel like you have to be stern, and sometimes you don't. So. It's just how it is, man. Kids gonna grow up. They're gonna learn things when they as they get older.
Right. Exactly. So what's some advice that you give your kids, like when they leave the house, make sure they're safe, make sure they are respecting others, that type of deal? What's some advice that you guys give your kids on a pretty much day-to-day basis?
Have fun, learn, and be careful. Those are some of the main things, because like I said, with a lot of things that's going on in this world right now, you have to be very careful, especially with, especially with the recent news of all the other stuff that's been going on. So, man, like I said, you think about your children as they leave the house, and you want to make sure that they come back the same way they left.
Oh, most definitely. I definitely understand that. So just to switch gears a little bit, you are a football coach as well, right?
Mm-hmm. Right. Huh?
With the Jaguars?
Yeah, I started a youth organization called the Canton Raiders. First, that was years ago. I can't even count back, man. We changed the name to the Canton Jaguars, and now seeing it's great. Now we were able to win I think 2 championships and a couple of runner-ups and
Mhm.
stuff like that, and our cheerleaders as well. We just try to be there for the kids of this community, man.
So, what made you start there? Because you're a great guy. You got a big heart. And let me tell you about this guy. Like every time I see you, man, you got a smile on your face. Like, I never seen you down. You have a smile on your face. I don't know if the wife told you something good that day.
hey. It's being grateful, man. Being thankful. I try to smile all the time, but a lot of people see me with the frown on my face. Man, you got to get that frown off your face. You see, I got some big eyebrows. See, you know these things are big.
Man, that is definitely important, man. And because we need more leaders like you in the community doing great things. And you, and not only as a coach, but you're like a mentor and a father figure to some of these guys. And you have and you with them on a daily basis along with the other coaches. So what is like end of practice like when you have a conversation with the guys or at the beginning to get them started, to get them going? What kind of some of the things? I know you come to them at a father figure type deal more so than the coach. So what is the conversation like when you're talking to those guys?
I mean, man, a lot of times after practice and stuff like that, it's more than just about football. It's actually about life. And you try to go away from that but even in the football category, you're teaching fundamentals about stuff. So eventually that will carry over into life, especially when it comes to respect. I mean, man, I've been in some of these kids' life to the point where I've almost neglected my own sometimes, and that's, I mean, I've learned from those situations a lot of times, man. And even then, you still try to do your best to be there for everyone and support everyone.
Right, exactly. And so you guys didn't have a season with last year due to the whole pandemic. Are you guys going to kick back up pretty soon, or how?
They're actually practicing right now. They're probably getting done, about to leave the football field right now.
Okay.
So they're preparing, gearing up for this next season, and I plan on having my hands in on that too, as well as a lot of other things in the community as well.
Now, while we're on community, now I know we're on the whole family deal. Before I get over to the life coaching and entrepreneurship of things, you ran for alderman back in 2017, and I ran mayor back in 2017. And man, let me tell you, it was like
fun times.
It was fun times. It was a great feeling. It been times I was questioning, like, man, what am I doing? Like, how did I even get here?
But it was a lot of that. Yeah.
I'm blessed. I'm grateful. It taught me a lot. I met some great people along the way, and it just showed that we really want so much for our community and for our city, and we want to see some changes and see some things happen. What made you run for alderman during that time, and how was that experience was for you? And would you run again later down the line?
Well, I saw a few things that were going on in my community and around my city, and I just wanted to be a part of it to try to help build, to try to help make greater. And it's just, I felt it on my heart to do it. A couple of people were talking to me about it and mentioned that I would fit the mold. And I thought about it and prayed on it, talked over it with my wife, and we decided to just go ahead and take that chance of doing it. Now, I actually came about 24 votes from winning. So it was a tough one, but at the same time, the competition is what it is. The better man won at the time.
Right. So yeah, there was a close race, man. I definitely remember that, and I remember us at the multi-purpose having a conversation about it. That probably was my first time seeing you in a long time, and
right.
And I was just really proud of a lot of the young men in the younger generation that was running for office, man. It just really did something to me, because whether they ran or not, or they was in the running or not, rather, it really showed me a lot, and it taught them a lot as well along the way. And it showed you that a lot of people want better for their community and for their cities as well.
Exactly. I mean, going door to door to these people's houses, man, and they would discuss the problems that they may have or the issues that's going on within their household and stuff like that. And, I just felt like I had to be of some assistance to them.
Right. And so would you run again, like in another 4 years from now? Would you think about running again, or are you done with it for a while?
I don't know, man. You never know where God leads you, man. You never know where God leads you. So I can't really say about that because hey, it is what it is on that. I just if it touching on my heart, then I gotta move.
See, that's why I got you on the show because you think just like me. I know I've been asked before. I don't know how many times over, and I'm way in Dallas, Texas right now. I don't plan on moving back no time soon, man. Unless something else going on or whatever. But I mean, I love my city. At the end of the day, I will always represent Canton, Mississippi, exit 119, no matter where I go.
Right.
God leads me, I'm going to represent and always come back home to help out the community if it all needed. So you have been an entrepreneur for years. You started out as a barber. So what made you a barber? And tell us about entrepreneurship a little bit.
Okay, well, man, I was at 18 years old. I was cutting hair. I attended Jackson State University very briefly, but it's still D I love. So
yeah,
I was there so brief I could have blinked my eyes and I'd have been gone before I blinked. But I was cutting hair on campus and stuff like that, man. I decided to go to barber school and become a barber stylist, and I've been doing that for 16, going on 17 years now, man. And I'm blessed to even be a part of this city the way that I have been and throughout the community like that with even cutting hair, because like I said, everybody that sits in my chair, I know something about it personally. And that actually led to me life coaching, man.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, would you go to Jack State briefly again? And they still count. Hey, I graduated from Jack State, but hey, they still count. I don't care if you went for a week, man. You still be I love. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad you brought that up because we have to understand that we try to pressure our kids into going to college, and how important it is. Granted that it is, but we can't be that parent to force them to go to college. We got to let them go their own way and support them to go can. There are other things they could be doing. They might want to own a business like you did. They might want to go pick up a trade or something, and some people like college is not for everybody. And so I'm really glad you brought that point up, and I want everybody that's listening to understand it as well. If they don't, college is not for everybody. Listen to your kids. They may want to do something else. You really have to invest in what they are interested in, especially when it comes to sports or if it comes to like you did your barber, got your barbershop license, you got your own place, whatever that your child may be interested in, just back them up as long as it's good, it's legit. I think it's a great thing to do. And so with you being a barber for all these years, you said the life coaching thing came on. So where the whole life coaching idea come from? Like who said, hey, be a life coach, and how you learned about that?
Okay, in 2020, man, I lost my brother. And even before then, there were times in my life where I was trying to figure out, and I always figure out things that's in my life, man. And I was always wondering what it was else that I was supposed to be doing.
Right.
And I would always pray about it, and I would just let it go, man. And we lost our brother, and those times were. They were pretty rough at that moment, man. Then a month later, I lost my father, and so I was sitting there thinking and talking to my wife back and forth about stuff, man, and we were trying to figure out what that gift is because I wholeheartedly felt that being a barber wasn't the gift. Yes, I've been blessed enough to be able to do that, but and I've learned that skill, so it became natural to me. But I would always wonder what it is with the help of a few friends, and they just helped talk to me about it, and they also told me that it's something that I do while I'm being a barber. Then I used to always say this years ago that if you left my chair feeling different from when you came in, then I've done my job. And it didn't necessarily mean cutting their hair. So after that, I realized that, man, I've been coaching someone in their life for years and didn't even recognize it. So, and that's how funny God works. That's how it is. That's how he works, man. And it's a lot of times you don't see stuff. You try to look look at stuff so far into things, and then it's right there in your face, man.
Man, you preaching right now. Somebody told me you be on the deacon board. I ain't gonna tell you who told me.
Oh man, cut that out.
They say you be on the front.
Hey, I was also being told that a lot too. But
Hey.
I've also been told that a lot. But man, I just try to be a presence to people, man. Just try to be inviting to them. Just by if it's just telling them that you're gonna have a great day and don't worry about the bad day that you had earlier. So it's just to try to spread positivity, man.
Right. And that's what I tell people all the time. I'm glad you brought that up as well. You set the tone for your day. If you wake up in the morning, so you're gonna have a great day, then you're gonna have a great day, regardless of what might happen throughout that day. Because when I wake up in the morning, I tell God, thank you. You know, I'm praying, I'm doing my job app, I go to the gym, eat breakfast, and go to work. I set the tone for my day way before my work day even starts. So if anything,
you keep talking about going to the gym, I might have to do about 6 push-ups on you now.
Hey man, listen.
I don't know if I can get all 6 of them, but I'm gonna try to do about 6.
Let me tell you, man, if you get down, I'm gonna support you, like for real. Like I'm gonna support you, man. I got you. But yeah, you set the tone for your day all the time, man. And people don't understand it. They don't realize that you got to speak life into yourself. You know what I'm saying? And when you speak life into yourself, and you telling every cell in your body that you're gonna have a great day, that you are a great person, that you are successful. Whatever you want to speak into your life about yourself, you got to keep saying it every single day. And when you speak down and negative about yourself, that's when your days go bad. You know, it's no longer to me. I hope I do this. I hope I do that. No, I'm going to do it. I am a great person. I am blessed today. I am successful. I am going to help someone today. So it's all about what you say and how you talk to other people. So I'm so glad you brought that up, man. And I lost my dad last year also in May of 2020 as well. So, and when you lost your brother, I reached out to you, man, to see how you doing, because me personally, I wasn't even healed yet. I'm still not healed to that. You know what I'm saying? Because you'll never get over it. You learn to move on, but you never get over it. And the only thing you have is memories, and is try to remember what your brother or your dad taught you along the way. Like you said, you lost your dad as well. So I reached out to you, man, because and a few other people that had lost their dad recently, I reached out to them just to show them love, because I know how they feel and I've been through that. So with your brother passing, how big of a change that was for you, and what shifted for you when he passed?
Well, man, we have to realize in life that things happen, and now you can't go every day being scared to do. You know, even if you could have those doubts, or you could be procrastinating throughout your life, man. Just do, live. That's the thing. You have to do that, man. You have to live. Have to live life, because like it's not promised to you. The next minute is not promised, man. So and like I said, if you have a great support system around you, and the people around you are keeping the positivity in your life, and that goes a long way too, man. So I'm blessed to have a good support team, man. They've been there for me, especially during these trying times, especially my family and stuff, man. So I'm proud to know that to know these people, especially you, brother.
Man, hey, don't be trying to say that because we don't lie. Be trying to let
I hear you, man.
Man, I definitely appreciate your compliment, man, and some of the things that you learned. I definitely, man, I'm really feeling this live, because we see things alike, we talking alike, and we view life, we view it the same way. We have gone through some things as well. I became a life coach back in 2018, and I was just like you, man. I was always wondering what was my purpose, what was my gift, because I didn't want to continue to be on earth, living my life day to day and not knowing what I'm supposed to be doing. I didn't want to waste my time like that. I didn't want to waste God's time like that. So I used to pray, fast, and everything. And due to my past marriage and relationship, and divorce, and all that stuff, it led me to be a life coach. And my whole thing is, when you chase the gift and you chase the passion, the purpose, the money will come, right? Because I'm not doing life coaching for the money. I didn't write a book for the money, when the profits. I had people say, how your sales doing, how your book doing? I don't know. I didn't put my book out there for profits. I put it out there because that's what God told me to do. It was put on my heart to do. And
one thing about that too, brother, man, ever since I came to the realization about being a life coach, it has been the happiest I've ever been.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure it's the same with you, man.
Man, I enjoy it. Like I really enjoy it on so many levels. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate the fact that especially like being on TikTok and having to post videos and going live, it just really brought me out of my shell on so many levels. So it's like to do this whole life coaching thing, to be a life coach, I feel like that's the best way I can help people because being at work and with my 9 to 5, I'm always wondering what can I do to help somebody else. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Now I'm a firm believer in that what we go through isn't for us, it's for someone else. I don't care how good or bad it is, it's for someone
Right.
else, to help
Right.
somebody else. You can't sit here and go buy a house and everything was smooth selling for you. Then when I ask you how can I buy a house and you don't give me that kind of information, you don't let me know. You just leave me out
Exactly.
there. That's not
Yeah,
working.
you got to share the wealth, man. Got to share the wealth. Got to share the wealth. I mean, it's a blessing. I consider it as a blessing to be able to be a blessing to someone.
Right. And people don't understand that when you're happy for other people, when you rejoice in their happiness and their blessing, your blessing is coming. You know, God might be on your road. You just never know.
That's
People
right.
they live into those miserable lives, man. And we can only thing we can do is just pray about it and just keep on moving. So with your life coaching, what's your biggest plan for your life coaching? Like where do you want to see yourself in the next year or 5 years from now?
Well, I look at it as if I could help someone, man, and just to be able to have an effect on the world, build with people, help people reach their goals. Even when someone's dealing with an issue or something, I try to speak logic into their life so
Right.
that they can understand and come up with their own decision. Because we don't, as life coaches, we don't tell them what to do. We
Right.
just try to help them organize it a little bit. So it's just, you know, and in the years to come, I just hope to do a lot more in that. So I'm appreciative of this opportunity to even do it, man.
Now I'm gonna tell you now, man. I already told you before we got on live. I got some other
The
virtual.
CD comments they talking about come on pastor now.
Hey, man, like you know, X of 119 gonna come through every time. I'm not showing the other little laughing stuff because because we were having a moment, so I can't show the laughing emojis, so I can't. I can do that later on, man. But I do got some other virtual events coming up, and I already told you, man. You got my word that you're going to be a part of them. I love the fact that another man is being a life coach and reaching out and helping this community. I know there's a lot of other men that's out there as well. So we definitely gonna do some more virtual events. So if you want to do anything, man, just let me know. I already
You know,
told
I got you, man. I'm also me and another life coach of mine, one of my friends.
Okay.
His name is James Robinson. We'll be putting together a podcast called A Little Off the Top. We're both barbers, so we'll be talking about a few things with life. And you know, we gotta have you on, man. Come on now.
Hey man, let me tell you something. If I don't get on there, I'm knocking everything down. I'm telling you now.
So it's still in production. It's still in the works. So we getting this stuff laid out, man.
Oh, most definitely, man. God bless to y'all on that. And if y'all need anything, any help of mine, let me know. So
Oh yeah.
there's a lot of people out there that want to be entrepreneurs, you know, and you've been doing this for 16 years. What are some of your greatest lessons that you learned that you can help someone else along the way so they can move a little smoother? What's some advice that you have for them?
Be hands on. I own two other businesses. I own a watch company as well called Time Check Watch Company. We're actually working on a design now to step into the market and be able to be able to stand in there, get in there well with the people. So I also own a hair care company called
Okay.
Master Hair Care. I use the word master a lot of times, man. I use that word master because the noun meaning is someone that works for you or to have slaves. And I want to change that narrative by using the adjective meaning, by using having or showing skill or proficiency.
Okay.
So I like to use that word a lot. Even I've wear this bracelet all the time. I don't even sell them. I just give them away because everybody's a master. You may not be able to master it all, but at the same time, you're trying to master your life.
Hey,
And and like I say, you have to be hands on with your business, man. And just you constantly research, constantly learning. Even as a barber, 16 years, man, I still look at different stuff, man, trying to stay updated with the new trend and stuff like that. So you just have to stay in it, man. Stay in it and keep your hands in it, learning, constantly study what you're doing.
So basically, you have to master your craft. If that's what
exactly.
Now, I used to be a person where I had so many ideas, and I just want to try to. I was pulled every different direction, and then I saw Tyler Perry message one time, and he basically said, "Find that one thing and work on it. Be consistent in it, master your craft, and just know exactly what you're doing. Because once you master that one thing, and you get it down packed like you want to, and it starts to grow, then you can venture out and do other businesses pretty much up under that same umbrella. So that's pretty much what you did, right? So you're doing like you did the barber, your barbershop owner, if you've done it for a long time, for 16 years, and now you branched out to do your own hair care line and your own beard. Can you do beard?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I do. We have shampoos. Our top seller is the styling foam, and the beauticians and cosmetologists and stylists and stuff, they love that. It has a hold on it. It has a hold to it that people I've always had good reviews on it. And the wave pomade, where you got guys that are trying to get the wave. We can't get none of that right now.
It's always
we can't get none of that. But the wave pomade is a great one, man. I also sell shampoos and beard care products and all this stuff too. So yeah, man. It's just you looking at you're just trying to keep yourself into the loop of things with the hair business.
So with people that, let's just say someone was to like start a business not going so well for them, what would you tell someone that's probably been in business for a year and then they want to give up, they want to stop running their business? What's your advice for them, for you to tell that person?
You've been in this for a year. You just started. So, I mean, I know people that have been, their business hadn't even got successful until they were 10 years down the line somewhere. So, I mean, you may be young or all that, but you have to stay the course. Stay the course. Pray about it. Keep yourself going, man. And like I said, constantly researching your business it helps you to get success.
Right. Hey, that's a good way to put it, because some people give up so quickly, and I think some reason why people give up. First of all, when you're trying to run a business or trying to start a business, you need to try to do something that's going to be your passion, something that you really want to do, something that you're really good at. Because when you try to just up and just do a business because you see someone else is doing it, or you see someone else is successful, that person put in 10 years or longer of work and hard work and effort. They research, they look things up. And here you come with something so quick and so easy, thinking it's a quick and easy setup in the way to make money, and it's not what you thought it was going to be. You see it all the time.
Right. Yeah.
And then they end up quitting. That's why some people end up quitting, because it wasn't for them in the first place. And they did it because someone else, they saw someone else do it. They saw someone else being successful. It's like people see your glory, but they don't know your story. They don't know how much hard work you put in. They don't know about the tears, the depressed days, your bank account being empty,
man.
Feeling discouraged, and like you said, business not going well. They don't know because they only did it because of what somebody else did. So that's why some people don't stay long in their business. But if this is your passion and this is your purpose, and you feel like this is what God gave you to do, and it's not working out within the year, then keep on going. Keep going, keep on pushing for the moment.
Right. You have to.
So with that being said, you say you got the watch business. How's the watch business going? Because we're all about, promoting everybody else in their business and what they're doing. How's the watch business going? What made you guys come up with the watch business? And why you never told me about the watch business?
Oh, man, because I have not had the right design for me. Like I said, I'm still researching the business, and we're still looking at different ways, different companies to help build that right design, because I would like for my brand to be up there with the top names, so I don't want to just put out anything. I have to put out quality. So in order for someone to spend some money on something, they're going to want a quality watch. They don't want to wear your battery go dead in 2 months. They don't want that. So That's why we're still researching things and trying to come up with the right design to be able to step into that market and be with the big dogs.
And so that's the whole point of getting behind everything and just getting everything.
Exactly. Yeah, I want to make sure that we got to come out there right, man.
Right. And so, are you looking to launch the watch company sometime this year, or are you waiting on next year?
It's possible by the fall. I would like to say that it would be a good design hit the market.
Okay. Hey man, please let me know when everything comes out, man. I'm always supporting. I still need to get some of your beard products, man. Even though it's kind of sketchy sometimes, but
I understand, man.
Thing is I'm inconsistent when it comes to stuff like that. I just like put some on and go. I don't want to put on all this different stuff on my face. Where I just like put it on.
Yeah, I understand that, man. A lot of people do, man. Hey, I'm one of them as well. Sometimes I get a little dry around the face myself. I got to put some more stuff on.
But you got it right in the next room, so you can go ahead on it. We got to worry about that at all, man. But man, so when you get ready to start the football season, what is going to be you guys' goal to get started? And what before the season starts, what kind of words do you give your young guys to keep them going to just set the tone for the whole season? What kind of information or tips that you guys have that you give to your guys?
School. Get your books, man. Get your grades up. Keep your grades up. Because once you start, us as adults, our kids, when they get into things, they tend to try to slack off from school because they're so focused on the other stuff. And with that, and soon as you slack off at school, your parents are willing to snatch you on up out of there now.
Right.
But the whole time, man, we have to teach the kids, man, to take school first, man. God first, school second.
Football. Football.
And then your football is down the line behind your parents and your family, man.
Right.
So because it's just a game, because it can end for you at any moment, man. So there are things more to it than just sports.
Right. I remember Coach Henderson used to tell us that all the time. God, family,
right.
And of course, school is up in there for sure. And what we have to realize that these kids are young. They have so much distraction around them. So they need strong men like ourselves to be in their lives and to lead them in the right direction and to give them some advice to keep going, because it's so much negativity going on around. It's easy to get in trouble. And so I know playing sports with you and my brother and a lot of other guys growing up, I can tell you, man, they kept me out of a lot of trouble. Like, for real, if you told me that I couldn't play football if I didn't get my grades up, if I got in trouble, then I don't know what I would have done. So
right. Really, it actually helps a lot of people, man, because even when they could tell that when they're in the streets and doing you out, you may be calling these people your friends, but they may not mean you anything good. So you step on that football field, now you've developed a brotherhood between your teammates,
right?
And then you don't want to let them down,
right?
So you know that if it means to get your grades or stay out of trouble, then that helps that person, especially when it's down the line in life, especially later on in life. So
exactly, and this is what I when I go live, this is what I talk about is we can teach our kids so much at home. We can instill whatever we want to instill in them, but once they leave those doors, you can't do anything about that. You can't do anything about, especially depending on how old they are, of course. But it's only so much you can tell them. It's only so much you can do, because once they get those doors, get out there into the world, it's so much going on with their friends. They want to be cool. They want to be like their friends. They listen to all this rap music now and on YouTube and see certain things on TikTok. So it's kind of really hard to, and a lot of people say it starts at home. Although that is true, but you can't really control what goes on outside of your door. Once you leave, how do you feel about that? And what's some of the things that you probably tell your guys concerning that?
Okay, like you said, when you step foot on the ground in the morning, man, you wake up, you be thankful that you even was able to get up. You're able to be able to see, You're able to see the day. And when you go out into the world, you're going to have to experience the world because everybody's not going to be like you. You could be a nice person and somebody could turn you into a bad person.
Right.
Just off the influence. So you have to monitor the people that you're around. You also have to, like I say, you have to keep God first, man. Keep God first.
Right. And as long as you can do it in the day, just pray for them. You can do nothing but pray.
Right. And that's all you can do is pray for them. And
you just gotta
like
hope
I said,
everything you taught them, they're gonna take it with them when they
exactly.
go.
Exactly. You try to deliver a good message to them, and hope when they leave the house that message stick in their brain because sometimes it'll fly on in one end out the other.
Hey, they young. We were kids before, so you know
exactly.
how we did the same thing. But it's like it was different from when we was growing up. You know what I'm saying? We did what we had to do. We were taught so many things, but it's like we wasn't crazy to just get out there and just go acting in the kind of way and trying to disrespect our family while you're going, because that's at the end of the day, that's what we're doing. If we go out there into the world and we're doing wrong, we're doing negativity in our community or whatever, you're just like really disrespecting your family. You know what I'm saying? You put your family down, some embarrassment to your family. So that's one of the things that I know I didn't want to do with my family as well. We want to try to keep a good head on our shoulders. But I know but back then we didn't have social media like we do now. We didn't have cell phones. We was out there drinking water from the hydrant, shooting marbles, playing sandlot football and baseball and all this. Like we was outside riding bikes, and a lot of kids are on video games these days. Teachers on, everything changes as we go. So it's just like it's almost as if you got to work a little bit harder nowadays than we did years ago because they have access to so much stuff these days.
Yeah.
So with your life coaching, are you gonna just deal with adults or are you gonna deal with kids as well? Like, what's your plan for doing it?
I want to deal with a little bit of everything, man. The youth, relationships, marriage, family issues, goal setting, self realization, what it is, mental health, because that's a big that's a big thing right there, man. Mental health, especially with men, and even and with and as a man through the experiences that I've had with mental health, you try to share those experiences to try to help that person get to the next level in life, because mental health is something serious, man.
So let's talk about that a little bit. I'm glad you brought that up, and I just have to say that we have to stop thinking that, because I did an event like a month ago called Healing Before Dating, and I had a licensed therapy on the show, Dr. Smith, which is from our hometown area as well, and she was great, by the way. And then I have a Life After Divorce coach on there as well, Arthur Chi. So it was a great show, great event. It's on YouTube right now called Healing Before Dating, and we did dig into mental health, and a lot of people, and that's what some of the things that I talk to my clients with. I go to therapy, I go to counseling. I'm trying to be an advocate for it. I'll tell anybody to go in a minute. And we have to understand that no matter how good you think you are mentally, there's always room for improvement. And that's how I think of life. I know I'm a great person, probably the best person in the world. Can't nobody tell me that, right? But guess what? There's still some things that I want to work on. There's still some things that I want to get better at. With my life, because I did lost my father. I had a divorce, been through toxic relationships, and some people have childhood trauma, and that goes over into their adult life, and especially it interferes with their dating life and their marriage and all that kind of stuff, and they don't think that it does. It can affect you subconsciously, and you don't even know it. So I'm always trying to tell people, talk to people about going to therapy and going to counseling. So I'm glad you brought that up. What's your feeling on that as well?
It's funny that you say that because, man, even when I started to realize that being a life coach was it, I also was thinking, like, when doubt tried to creep into your mind, man, I was thinking that how can you be a life coach and your life ain't right? So I also was thinking, but then someone had gave me a message by saying, hey, life coaches have life coaches as well. So even every day we're working to get better every day. So every day you wake up in the morning, man, you walk out that door your day to make it better than it was the next.
Right. And that's the goal.
That's the goal, to make it the day better than the next.
So, and again, I really want to target, whatever. I just want to really speak to the men because I know how men think because we are men. We thinking that because I was probably one of these persons, not to this extent, but I was probably one of the persons. I'm not going to no therapy. I'm not going to counseling. I don't want nobody in my business, or I feel like this person is going to be against me or whatever the situation may be. Or I don't want to tell a stranger my business. Let me tell you something. I'd rather tell a stranger all of my business that I know is confidential because you got to sign that documentation versus telling someone else knowingly it can get out at a snap of a finger. You know,
Right.
we think that I know we all got friends. We all have best friends. We feel like they're not going to tell anybody else, but you know, we don't know that, right? They can easily go tell somebody else and say, "I'm gonna tell you this," but don't tell nobody I told you. You know, we're
as men, we tend to bottle stuff up, man, and then the smallest thing will set us off. And then and then you have that big blow up, and then you realize after you blew up that it still didn't solve an issue. So you have to talk to someone, you have to express your feelings to someone. And I feel like that's where we come in at, man. They can sit down and have these type of conversations with us because we'll try to give them a logical way of life, because sometimes our thinking can be so tunnel to the point where we don't even realize that we're missing stuff that's on the side. We can't have a tunnel vision, man. We have to open our eyes up, and then if we talk to someone, they can help us to realize a lot of more stuff, man.
Right. And as men, we have these big egos, right?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
We real
Ain't nobody tell me nothing. I don't need no help.
Grown man, I've been living on this earth 20, 30, 40 years. You know, can't nobody tell me that. And and so much stuff is hindering us from being great. So much stuff is hindering us from being great fathers, great boyfriends, great husbands, fiancés, whatever, just great all around. And to my men out there, if y'all are listening, you may think that you're okay. You may think that you don't need it. And you probably don't. But I will guarantee you, and I would like to challenge you, if you want to go to therapy, if you thought about it, go get some counseling. As a life coach, we can't heal you because we're life coaches. That's not our expertise. But go to a counselor, go to a therapist. Dr. Smith, Dr. Dorothy Smith, she's in Mississippi. If you guys are in Mississippi, she's a great person to go to. I know some people in Dallas as well. Roberto probably knows some people, I'm pretty sure. So I just want to like reach out to my men. No offense to my ladies. I love y'all to death. I promise I do. But I just like to reach out to our men because we need better men out there in this world to be great fathers, to be great leaders and mentors, and just be great all around because we need us. We need us. You know what I'm saying? We need support.
And me and you can't sit up here and say that we great men and all this stuff here. We just try to work hard at it every day.
Right. And it's a process. And what people have to understand is that healing is an ongoing process. There's no time frame on it. The biggest thing is to try your best to get better each and every day. You know, write down some goals, manifest some things, pray about it, go on a fast, whatever you need to do, but try your best to be better every day. And like Dr. Smith said in our virtual event last time, it's going to get ugly before it gets better. Right. And that's okay because you're working on you. And can't nobody tell you about working on you. And we have to understand that we need to take some time out to ourselves. It's okay to be alone sometimes. And we don't like to be alone, especially of men. We feel like we just got to go out there and get whatever we need to get, if you know what I mean, bro. So, it's okay to be alone. I understand that's our nature. It's just how we are. But it's okay to be alone. It's okay to work on ourselves because we don't want to keep on bringing all of our baggage into every relationship or situation that we're in. And we have to understand that if you have kids, our kids are watching as well, right?
Exactly. That's
right. We are raising kids. We could possibly be raising kids in chaos and creating a generational curse as well. Generational curse is just all about money. It's about behavior, your character, that type of deal as well. So I just want to encourage my men out there. Man, therapy and counseling, there's nothing wrong with it. If you got a job, insurance will pay your copay. $30, $40, maybe less. Someone might not charge you anything at all, man. But I would definitely, I just want to put that out there real quick, man, before we get off and just encourage our man. Anything that you got to say, bro? Anything you want to add? Anything you want to promote? You want to say at all?
No, not really, man. But I want to share this with the world and share this especially with the men and hey, the women too, man. There is a saying that says no there is no greater. Hold on, I gotta figure out how I'm gonna say that. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna say that. It's a quote by Leonardo da Vinci, man. I want you guys to look it up. Leonardo has a famous quote by saying, "No one can master anything without mastering themselves first." In a nutshell. So I preach that to the world, man. Like I said, every day you try to be better. Every day you try to get better and live. Because we're gonna make mistakes. We're not gonna be the perfect person. Sometimes we're gonna make bad decisions. Sometimes we're gonna make great decisions. But like I said, you have to live with those decisions that you make. The consequence is a consequence to a good or a bad. So live.
Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you for coming on, being my first guest on Live with Myron J. Canton, Mississippi, Exit 119. My first event with my hometown and with my guy, Mr. Roberto Williams. So y'all make sure y'all follow him on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook. I have already been dropping his information in the on the screen. And if you are watching, I will have this video up on my YouTube channel, Myron J. the Coach. I will also have, and then you can go back and share this live as well. So if you want to go back and share this live, you can. If you're looking for a life coach, make sure you contact us or just hit us up at anytime you want to or anytime you can. If you need somebody to talk to, vent to, trying to get on the right direction, please let us know. We'll be more than happy to assist you in that area. We have more virtual events coming up. Thank y'all so much. And I just want to leave you guys with this. Make sure you guys, one of my favorite quotes and things that I've been using lately is called Forgive and Live. And that's something that I had to learn. That's something that I struggled with over the years after my divorce and just in life in general, is to forgive and live. You can't live a full life. You can't live the life that God wants you to have. You can't live that blessing, gifted life that you want and crave for if you don't forgive yourself and forgive other people. You have to forgive other people for yourself, not for them. You don't want to continue to walk around with that burden on your shoulder of what someone else said or what someone else done to you. Is in the past. I can't tell you how to get over it, but I'm telling you to forgive and live, and so you can have exactly what you want in life for yourself, from God. And I promise you, once you forgive yourself, once you forgive others, and you're gonna start to see that everything is gonna start happening for you. You're gonna start really being happy for yourself, for other people. A lot of things are gonna start happening for you. So forgive and live the best life that God wants you to have and that you desire. Don't forget to go get my book, Married, Divorced, but God. It's on my website, myronjthecoach.com, or you can go check it out at Amazon. Thank y'all so much for checking us out, man. Roberto, I appreciate you, man. God bless you, man. Love you, dog.
All right, man. Love you too, bro.